Hi everyone, it's Maddie here from My Tribe Maddie May, and today I'm bringing to you a 15-minute yoga session brought to you by the beautiful team at Cinch Skincare for their community and for anyone else that's joining in. So before we get started, I would just like to say that this class has been designed for anyone. It's not a fancy yoga class. You don't need to be super flexible and be able to do a headstand. All you need is 15 minutes and a space to move around. Also, if your kids decide that they want to join in or you have pets and dogs around, I understand that the house can be full at this time. I encourage you to laugh and go with it and have a little bit of fun. So, with that said, let's get going. So today we're going to start in mountain pose. So feet will be touching together and our palms will be facing forward. Shoulders will be drawn back and down. And we're just going to start by tuning into our breath. So just noticing how you're breathing, whether you're breathing from your belly or from your chest. You might like to close your eyes down here. And now focus your attention on bringing your breath down toward the belly. So when you breathe in, I want you to feel your belly expand. And as you breathe out, I want you to feel it draw back toward the spine. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in and breathing out. We set an intention today to bring this yoga forward for light and love, bringing it to you and all around you and to everyone else that surrounds you. Okay. So we breathe in, arms come out, reaching out long, fingertips reach all the way far as they can. Breathing in, hands coming to touch at the top, and breathing out, arms come into our heart space. Breathing in, arms come out. As we do this, imagine that you're scooping up all the beautiful energy around you, and as you breathe out, imagining it channeling all the way through you. One more time, breathing in. And out. From here, we'll take the right arm up, left arm down, reaching out long and side bending over toward the left and down toward the bottom arm. Breathing into the space that you've created on the right. And coming back into center, arms come into your heart space. Breathe in. Left arm comes up, reaching out long. And breathing out, coming down toward the right. Again, breathing into the space you've created on the left this time. Looking down toward the right hand. And coming back. Bending the knees, taking a breath in. And as we breathe out, we'll twist toward the left side from our torso, not from our knees. So we want to make sure that when we're twisting that our knees and our hips are squared off to the front and we're just twisting from the torso. From here, we'll extend the arms out long, shoulder height. Send an intention of strength all the way through to the fingertips. Grounding the feet into the ground, knees are bent. If you want to extend this, you can look over towards the left hand at the back. Hands coming back into our heart space, coming up. Breathing in, straightening the legs, and breathing out, coming down and twisting toward the right. Hands in our heart space. Extending the arms out. Again, making sure that our knees and our hips haven't followed us and we've come over. So we just want to be twisting through the torso. Our gaze can be over toward the right hand. And coming into center. Breathing in, straightening the legs. I'm going to move into a forward fold now, but before we go into forward fold, I just want to explain that when we go down into our forward fold to get the most benefit out of this stretch, we really want to compress the front of the body. So our belly will scoop back towards us, our thighs will pull up, and we'll just roll the body down like a curving motion, coming down like a wave, okay? So hands into our heart space, we'll breathe, and breathe out, scoop the belly back towards yourself, and start to roll the body down, releasing the arms, squeezing up through the thighs, and seeing going just to where your hands reach, whether that be on your shins, or then maybe they need to be up higher. Depends how tight you are through the back legs. And just taking a moment here to just stretch out. If you like, you can stay in stillness in this pose and just completely stretch out, or you might want to bend into the knees and start to create a swaying motion. Still making sure that you're getting a stretch while you're swaying. Staying here. And from here we're going to move up into squat pose, so keeping our heels on the ground, pushing our weight into that to support us. Got to bend at the knees, coming into a squat. Arms come up and we bring the torso up with us here. Squat pose. Again, it's really important that we're drawing the belly back here, and that also that we're not dumping our weight into our lower back. So we don't want to have this big curve going. We want to make sure that our pelvis is tilted under and our arms are coming up so that our spine's in a nice straight alignment. Building some nice heat into the body. We're heating up all of those muscles. You'll begin to feel it soon if you're not already. And from here, floating the arms back down, forward fold, scooping the belly under, thighs pull up, forward fold. You might see that you can get a little bit more length in this pose now. From here, we're going to walk the arms forward, drop the knees down, and come into all fours, making sure that our shoulders are on top of our wrists and our hips are on top of our knees. Now from here, we're going to bring the right foot forward into a lunge, and we're just going to stretch out here again. Really warming up the legs. So looking forward, we lunge forward, hands are on the ground. Or if this is too intense, you can bring them up onto your knee. Just have a play and see what feels best in your own body today. Just really stretching out here. And then bringing that front leg back towards you so that it's in a nice, strong, straight line. Again, if that's too intense for you, you can come up. Just still feeling a stretch, but otherwise we're forward. Breathing in, coming forward into our lunge. Looking forward. Stretching out through the hips. And coming back one more time. And coming forward. This time we're not going all the way deeply into our lunge. We're going to set up for crescent moon pose. So arms floating up toward the sky. And we're bending, we're coming down into our lunge again. But we want to make sure this time that our weight's not fully coming down. We want to be our back glute to be switched on. And we want to be drawing up through the spine and the torso. So imagine like there's a string at the top of your head, bringing your whole spine up nice and straight. Chandrasana or crescent moon. Now from here, palms face forward. I'm going to come to face you guys. So you stay where you are. So we're in crescent moon, palms face forward. As we breathe out, shoulders coming down into pinching the shoulders back behind us. And breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, coming down, opening out through the heart space. Breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, coming down. Right, from here, hands float down toward the ground. Knee comes back, and we'll swap over to the other side. So this time, left foot comes forward into a lunge. Here we are, in our lunge. Noticing the difference between each side. So maybe this side you might be feeling a little bit tighter than the right. Just taking a moment just to stretch. And then straightening up the front leg. Remembering to take your options where you need to. If that's too intense for you, you're more than welcome to bring your hands to your shin or maybe even up higher. Coming forward, stretching out. Lunges are really good to do if you're sitting down at a desk for your job most of the day, because our hip flexors can get really tight and pinch shorter as we're sitting down, and equally it's as important to do if you're doing a lot of running and walking, because then they're stretched. So lunges are just really good to do. One more time, straightening the leg. And coming forward, setting up for Chandrasana, crescent moon. arms come up. Remembering to activate that back glute, drawing up long through the torso, reaching out, breathing. And again, we're going to face the palms forward, arms coming down, pinching the shoulder blades back towards each other, opening out through our heart center, our heart chakra. Breathing in, coming up, and breathing out, coming down. One more time, breathing in, coming up, and coming down. Hands float toward the ground now, bringing our left foot back into all fours. Then we're going to go into downward facing dog. So toes tuck under, we push up into the hips, and the hips up skyward, and we're here in our downward dog. Again, draw the belly back toward the spine, hips facing up, and our heels are drawing down toward the ground. It's okay if they don't reach the ground, that's fine. Just taking a moment of stillness here before we move into our vinyasa. And then from here, we're going to roll our body forward into plank. You can do this on your knees too. And then we're going to drop down slowly into chaturanga. We're going to warm up through the back now, so coming up into cobra and coming down, up into cobra, really activating through the glutes, pushing the tops of our feet into the ground, coming down, one more time, coming up, and this time tucking the toes under, pushing back up into our downward facing dog, and then lunging forward. We're going to lift the right leg up, three-legged dog, open out through the hip, coming back, three-legged dog, bringing the knee to the chest, and then placing the foot down as we prepare for our warrior two. You can wiggle the foot forward if you need to, if you didn't quite make it. Back foot touches down so it's on a right angle, and we're going to windmill the arms up and over, warrior two. Our warriors are so important to do, especially during times of uncertainty or unease. They're very, very grounding postures. They bring strength into our body, and they also ground us deeply down into the earth. So, warrior two. Breathing here, opening out through the hip, looking out over the top finger. Taking a breath in, and breathing out, we come into reverse warrior. Looking up toward the top arm. Coming forward, side angle. You might find that you can come down a little bit deeper into your lunge here. Maybe see if you can revolve the torso around a little bit more. Side angle pose. Coming forward, windmilling the arms up, straightening that front leg, putting the foot facing forward, hands come into our heart space, and we'll prepare to go into our wide leg forward fold. So pulling up through the thighs, again, belly scoops under. We compress the front of the body so the back of the body can fold forward nice and easily. So here we go, wide leg forward fold. If your hands aren't touching the ground, that's fine. You can have them up on your thighs, shins, or on the ground. Take your options. Just relaxing the head down, keeping the thighs and the legs active here, belly scooped. Rolling up. From here we'll go onto the opposite side. So left foot comes facing forward, arms come out, warrior two on the left side. Finding strength and stability here. Breathing. Looking over the front arm. Front arm comes up. And coming around into side angle. Seeing if you can revolve the torso around a little bit more. Reaching. Top arm comes up. Bottom arm comes up. Warrior two. And then we move all the way down, sending the front foot back, downward facing dog, vinyasa again. Coming forward into plank, lowering down chaturanga, coming into your cobra or upward facing dog. coming back up, downward facing dog, left foot comes up, three-legged dog, opening out through the hip, coming back down, placing the knees onto the ground, coming back, child's pose. Making sure that our head's resting down on the ground here. If it's not, I encourage you to make two fists here and your head can rest down. It's really important that the head and the third eye chakras resting down so we can send the body into a state of relaxing. Reaching the shoulders long if you can. Taking a few deep breaths here. Coming back to a state of relax. When you're doing this, I hope that you're breathing. You can feel the breath coming all the way into the back. So feel that expansion. Beautiful. So from here, we'll walk the hands back up. Feet will tuck under at the back. And we're just coming into cross-legged position. And I'm just going to turn to face you guys. We're coming to the end of our yoga flow. I just want to take a couple of moments here with you all. Hands resting so that the palms are facing up on your knees. You're in a cross-legged position. Spine is up nice and tall. Eyes are closed down now. And just take a couple of moments to thank yourself for showing up today, for giving yourself 15 minutes of movement, releasing any stagnant energy, and having some fun along the way too. Opening the eyes, hands come into our heart space. Namaste. Hope you're having a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I hope it's a good one. Thank you.